Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Assess Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand the story to take your decision. Your well like will motivate me to be regular in working more for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of Nifty and Bank Nifty in different time frames. So friends, here first of all I would like to show you the movements of S&P 500. So here you can see that how the S&P 500 futures have tested a lifetime high at 4037 on April 2nd 2021, and after testing this high finally closed the week at the levels of 4027. So friends, here everyone wants to know that will this rally continue during the upcoming weeks, or will it pause after this high? So here I find that, and if the S&P 500 futures sustain above the levels of 4038, then only we could see a continuation of a rally in global equity markets. But on the other hand, if the S&P 500 futures start the upcoming week with a gap down opening below the levels of 4020 and take a sustainable move below this level, we will see a sharp downward move not only in S&P 500 futures, but the global equity markets could follow this trend in S&P 500 futures. So friends, now let's have a look at the movements of Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. So here I would like to start the analysis of Nifty in a monthly time frame. So here you can see that how the Nifty has already tested a lifetime high during the month of February when it tested the levels of 15445, and once again the Nifty tested a high during the month of March at the levels of 15,261 and a low at the levels of 14,334, which resulted in formation of an exhaustive candle in a monthly time frame, when in my last video during the month of March I predicted that the Nifty could start the month of April from here, but we will find a sharp downward move where the immediate support will be at the levels of 13,900, where the major support will be seen at the levels of 13,745, and the next support will be at the levels of 13,149. So friends, let me zoom this portion for you. So here you can see that in the monthly time frame, the Nifty tested a low during the month of March 2020 when it tested the levels of 7504 on March 23rd. But since then we have seen an uptrend in Nifty which continued up to the month of February 2021 when the Nifty tested a lifetime high at the levels of 15,445, and during the month of March 2021 Nifty has formed an exhaustive candle here, and here you can see that how the Nifty has started the month of April, where I find that the Nifty could start a sharp downward move where the major support will be at the 9 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 13,110, and the second support will be at the levels of 12,595, and the next support will be at the levels of 14,742, and the major support will be at the 26 days moving average, which is at the levels of 11,471, and the next major support will be at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which is at the levels of 10,456. So friends, here I find that Nifty could remain very weak due to growing coronavirus cases. So here I find that this could delay economic recovery, which could continue to extend bearish pressure in Nifty, where we will see a sharp sell-off on every upward move. So friends, now let us check this move in a daily time frame. So here you can see that how the Nifty started the month of April just above the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, where I find that the Nifty could start the upcoming week with a gap down opening where the immediate support will be at the 9 days moving average, which is at the levels of 14,867, and the next support will be at the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which is at the levels of 14,284. So friends, now let me zoom this for you. So here in a daily time frame, here you can see that how the Nifty have already tested the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a daily time frame on March 25th, and from here we have seen a sharp upward move. On March 26th, we have seen Nifty to trade in a very limited range, which resulted in formation of this indecisive candle. And once again Nifty started on March 30th above the 9 days moving average, but faced stiff resistance at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud. And here you can see that how the Nifty started the day on March 31st but remained under heavy bearish pressure. And once again on April 1st, Nifty tried to maintain above the 26 days moving average, which is a major support for Nifty, which is currently at the levels of 14,800, and tested an high at 14,883 and a low at 14,692, and finally closed the day at 14,867. Friends, here I find that the Nifty has closed the day, which is currently at a very decisive juncture, because here you can see that this level of 14,800 seems to be an immediate support for Nifty, and the second support will be at the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which is at the levels of 14,774. Friends, here I find that if the Nifty starts the upcoming week with a gap down opening below the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, we will see a sharp downward move where the Nifty could test the 9 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 14,573, and a breakdown below this level will push the Nifty to test the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a daily time frame, which is at the levels of 14,293, where I find that a system move below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud could continue to push Nifty towards the levels of 13,700. So friends, here I find that during the upcoming week, if the Nifty is not able to defend the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, we'll see a sharp sliding move in Nifty, which could continue during the upcoming weeks. So friends, now let us have a look at the movements of Bank Nifty in a monthly chart. You can see that how the Bank Nifty has shown a lifetime high during the month of February 2021, when it tested a high at 37,773 and faced a sharp sell-off from these levels during the month of February. And once again the Bank Nifty started the month of March and tested a high at the levels of 36,573 and faced heavy sell-off from these levels, and finally closed the month here at the levels of 35,319. Here you can see that how the Bank Nifty has started the month of April at the levels of 33,459 and finally closed during the last week at the levels of 33,858. Here I find that the Bank Nifty could find some support at the current levels. So friends, here I find that if the Bank Nifty start the upcoming week with a gap up opening and sustain above the levels of 34,314, we'll see continuation of an uptrend where the major resistance will be faced by Bank Nifty at the levels of 35,319. But on the other hand, if the Bank Nifty starts the upcoming week with a gap down opening, we'll see the Bank Nifty to test the immediate support at the levels of 32,600, and the second support will be at the levels of 31,933, and a breakdown below this level will continue to push Bank Nifty towards the levels of 29,300, where the 9 days moving average could provide a strong bouncing move to Bank Nifty. Friends, here during the upcoming weeks we'll continue to see very volatile moves in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Friends, now I would like to show you these moves in a daily time frame. In a daily time frame, how the Bank Nifty tested a lifetime high at 37,773 on February 16, 2021, and since then we have seen a sharp downward move where every upward rally was sold above the levels of 36,887. So here you can see that how the Bank Nifty finally tested this major resistance at the levels of 36,500 and continued to remain under heavy bearish pressure when it breached the immediate support of upper end of Ichimoku cloud on March 23rd and finally take a sharp downward move when it tested the levels of 32,477 on March 25th. But from here you can see that a sharp reversal was seen in Nifty, and finally Nifty successfully defend the lower end of Ichimoku cloud. Here you can see that how the Nifty has strong base here, where I find that a bouncing move can be seen in Bank Nifty, where the immediate resistance will be 26 days moving average, which is at the levels of 34,823, and the next resistance will be at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, where a breakout above the upper end of Ichimoku cloud will find a stiff resistance at the levels of 35,319, where a sharp sell-off can be seen from these levels in Bank Nifty. So friends, here I find that the Bank Nifty could try to remain under the levels of 34,983, and a breakdown below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud could push the Bank Nifty to test new lows, where the Bank Nifty could test the levels of 32,500, and the next support will be at the levels of 31,809, where a breakdown below this level could push the Bank Nifty up to the lows of 30,000. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.